Hello, everyone. I'm here. I made it. I'm alive. Looks like I had like 3 viewers waiting when I signed in. So, hello to all 3 of my viewers. Hello, Amber and the Brook Project. Hello, new name here. Haven't seen you before. And Brian, how you doing? I love you too, Amber. Hello, Beth. And Miss Soft Brown Crafts. Hello. And Crane's Creations. Hello to you. Samantha Lawford. Hello. And Saphira's mama. Everybody's piling in now. Kendall S26. Welcome. Hello. New here. Yes, welcome. We like to have fun here. Mrs. Unicorn is in the house. Mrs. Unicorn and I met last week. I drove down to Alabama. Hello, Diamond Painting Dreamer and Marie Casey. So, yeah, as I was saying, well, I'll tell you what, I'll let more people come in and then I'll tell of the wonderful weekend away from y'all that I had. Make sure I don't see top comments. Yeah, it just says live chat, so it doesn't say top comments. Awesome, the Brook Project. Drilling and vaping. Well, that's what I do too. I drill and vape. Sometimes I do more vaping on here than I do drilling and running my mouth too. So I don't normally get a lot done during my lives. Hello, Crashly. Welcome. Samantha, yes, he is very vocal. He lets me know when it's time for treats. He lets me know when it's time for the wet food or what we call the good food. And his internal clock is actually better than most real clocks. So he knows exactly when it's time. Well, hello, Tasha Combs. Seen a lot of names here that I haven't seen before. So welcome to everybody new here. Pretty awesome. So as anybody knows, I'm working tonight on Starry Night Santa by Diamond Art Club. I'm a little more than 3/4 of the way finished with it. I'm almost done with it. I should be done soon. There is the overall view. It's absolutely stunning. Let me turn off this light pad and you can get a better look at it. Oh, come on. Off. There we go. So I've only got a little more left to do on it. The ABs are absolutely beautiful on this one. And unfortunately, the camera just does not pick up the ABs very well, or I would show those off. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, Saphira's mama. Well, if you need to fall asleep, you go right ahead and fall asleep. I completely understand because I know how pain meds go. They put me on Percocets and I'm out. I mean, I had a I crushed my finger in a hydraulic press years ago when I was working at a Black & Decker. And after they stitched me back up, the doctor asked me how I was getting home. And I said, well, I'm going to go back over to work and grab my car. My mom's sitting over here picking me up from the emergency room. And I'm going to go grab my car and I'm going to drive home. It was about a half-hour drive home. And the doctor said, no, you're not. And I said, yes, ma'am, I am. I need to take my car home. She says, no, you're not. Take 2 of these. And she handed me 2 Percocets. Well, I didn't know what they were. They were just 2 little pills in a little cup. And I took those 2 pills, and 14 hours later, I woke up on my mom's couch. So, yeah, I don't remember even riding home. So I know how pain meds go, Saphira's mama. So, yeah, you pass out if you need to. And Hank is coming to visit. Good evening, Caitlin Shuett. And hello, Yvonne. You're working on Frosty Forest Friend. Awesome. The Brook Project's starting your new winter snowman canvas that you're doing for the new collab Stockings and Stones. Oh, I didn't know there was a new holiday collab. Kendall S26. Can't wait to get your Christmas DP. You know what? I ordered mine way early, and I started on it way early because I know how long it takes me to do one. I've been working on this one for, like 2 months now. So I want to get it done by Christmas because I had 0 Christmas decorations for my apartment. Yes, Yvonne, this one is so gorgeous. I love it. Well, awesome, Kendall. You ordered your first A3 light pad. I got my A3 not long ago. I upgraded from the A4, and I love it. I actually want to go bigger. I want to get an A2. I hate moving it around so much. Hello, Karen's Creations. Welcome. That's fine, Nana. Welcome. Lurking and working is okay. We fully support that around here. Yes, the Brook Project. It is a game-changing tray. It really is, with nice tall sides on it. You don't spill the drills out when you're shaking it, and it's so easy to shake them into place, and it holds so many. Yes, I love my Archer's Arts tray. Oh, they started it yesterday. Okay. I'll have to take a look into that. I probably won't get the canvas in time to take part in the collab, but take a look at it. Hello, Brenda. You're working on 3 right now. Oh, awesome, Karen Creations. Hello, Lisa Diamond Painting. Yes, Amber, I love your Mother of Dragons. I can't wait to see that in person one day. You're going to be lurking and lurking, Beth Minton, not lurking and working. Okay, well, that counts. We fully support that around here as well. Hello, Gina Wynn. And hi back, Karen's Creations, again. Do cover minders scratch the light pad? I don't think they do, Brenda. I have yet to use my cover minders with my light pad very much. I have the ones that Ash Ink 93 made for me and gave to me. And I used them last week during my live on the DP-a-thon, and they didn't seem to scratch my light pad any, so I don't think they will. I wouldn't move it around a whole lot on the light pad, though. Oh, you're working on Frosty and Friends as well, Lisa. Awesome. Oh, well, that's great to hear, Saphira's mama. We love seeing you around here, so it's great that you look forward to our lives. Well, hello, Crafting with Susie Q, another new name. Welcome. And Dark Voyager. Sorry, Dark Voyager, we don't do those sorts of things around here. We don't really come into lives in our community and ask for subs. I'm sorry. Thank you, Brian. And thank you, Mrs. Coffee. And welcome, Mrs. Coffee. You must be lurking there somewhere because it shows that you deleted those comments. Oh, man, I got to get caught up here. I am great, Jamie Ramsey. How about yourself? I am absolutely wonderful. Now that we've got more people here, I can begin to tell how my wonderful weekend vacation went away from my live. I didn't do a live last week because I went on vacation. It was a very special vacation. I drove my happy butt all the way to Alabama to go see Ash Inc. 93. As you know, Ash Inc. 93 and I are dating officially, and we are very, very happy. And we spent the weekend together and had a great weekend. We went to the mall. We got all kinds of cool stuff. I got a Bob Ross t-shirt. And actually, the Bob Ross t-shirt is not mine. It is ours. That is our t-shirt. It's a nice tie-dye rainbow Bob Ross t-shirt. And it says, "We don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents." And I love it. Beautiful shirt. While I was there, she gave me the official Bob Ross coloring book that she bought for me, which I think is so awesome. It is absolutely, I can't wait to actually start working in this one. But I'm going to have to take some more coloring tips from all of you YouTubers that color, because I just use crayons and I color. And that's about it. I don't know how to do all the shading and stuff like that. So I'll have to watch some YouTube videos on how to do stuff like that. Well, there you are, Mrs. Coffee. So yeah, I went down. We had a great weekend together. We spent the weekend just kind of hanging out, chilling, just getting to know each other in person. And I can say that after having spent a weekend with her, I am more in love than I was when I went down. So it's been a great weekend. And then Sunday, I had to leave to come back. And Sunday morning, I woke up to a text message from my oldest son. It says, "Dad, we're in the delivery room. Bentley is going to be born today." So I left Alabama and I had to go through Memphis on my way back through where my kids were. So I stopped off at the hospital and I got to hold my brand new little baby granddaughter on a few hours after she was born. And I will show you a picture of her here because she is just absolutely gorgeous. Love her to death already. That is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I got to hold her a few hours after she was born, and of course there she is. She is absolutely perfect, Mrs. Coffee. Her name is Bentley, spelled like a Bentley, Leigh, but it's pronounced like the car. And she is just absolutely just gorgeous. I love her to death already. And of course, you know, she and I had to take a picture together. Oh, congratulations, Gina. That's awesome. And thank you all so much. Yeah, I'm just thrilled. It was just the amazing, perfect weekend. And next weekend is going to be another amazing, perfect weekend. And I will wait until next Sunday to tell you why. Yes, you all have to wait. Yes, Saphira's mama. See, I got on Tuesday or Wednesday night, my son's mother-in-law commented on a Facebook post I made and said, "It's baby time." And they had taken my daughter-in-law to the women's hospital in labor, and they stopped her labor and sent her back home and said she was going to have the baby the Wednesday after I was due to return home, this past Wednesday. And I guess she went into labor again, and when she went in, they found that the placenta had separated from the uterus, and they had to take the baby by C-section. So so they end up having her early. So yeah, it was kind of a great surprise to be able to stop off and see her, because I was so bummed that I was going to miss seeing my new granddaughter on the way back through. She is a little pumpkin. She really is. She's tiny. She's no bigger than a football. She's like 5 pounds 6 ounces when she was born. She was tiny, tiny. No, Nina Cook. This is my third grandbaby. Um, she has an older sister, Briley, and my youngest son has a daughter, Evelyn. So I've got three granddaughters. I keep telling my son, you need to put the stem on the apple, kid. And his wife politely told me, nope, we're done. So I know, Diamond Painting Dreamer, it's not fair, but it's going to be a huge surprise for everyone. And it's going to be a special weekend next weekend. Very special. Oh, well, congratulations, Michelle Smith. That's awesome. Being a grandparent is one of the coolest things in the world. It really is. You got a Corolla light pad, Jamie. Awesome. And I'm sorry if I've missed anybody coming in. It's hard to keep up with chat. I haven't even put a drill down yet. As you see, I'm working on a new section here. I just finished the other two previous to this. These two here. I finished those two sections this afternoon while I was waiting to go live. And I just uncovered this one before I started live, and I put the ABs in. That's all I've gotten done on it since I started, like about a half hour before I went live. And I'm sorry to anybody new that popped in and said hi and I didn't see. I'll catch you, I'm sure, during the conversation here. Elizabeth Adams, thank you and welcome. I don't recognize your name either. Lots of new people. I love it. You're not a grandma yet, Samantha Lawfer. Well, don't rush it. It's great to be one, but don't rush it, because as soon as one's born, you go, oh my, I'm old. Well, hello, Drea or Andrea. Hello. Thank you. DAC is gorgeous. I love it. Oh, what? Why wouldn't you want to spoil the grandkids, Karen's Creations? That's our job. My granddaughter Briley, we've got each other wrapped around our fingers. she, she's the 5-year-old, and she's all about Papa. I came around the corner at the hospital. I'm so done with so many of these colors. I don't even need them anymore. I came around the corner at the hospital and she didn't know I was there. And she saw me and she jumped and ran in my arms and just jumped. I didn't think I was going to catch her. Okay, Brian, you just work and lurk. Oh, I'm so sorry, Andrea. You feel better, okay? Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. Sorry you're feeling bad. Get better, please. Hate to see people feeling bad. I've been kind of nauseous all afternoon. I think it's nervous excitement, and that's probably what it is, because I ate a good lunch and I don't know why I've been nauseous all afternoon. So the only thing I can chalk it up to is just nervous excitement about next weekend. So you're only as old as you think you are, Kathy. You're only as old as you feel. And here lately, I have been feeling not quite as old as I actually am, which is a good thing. Oh, oh, Gina Wynn. I remember when I had all my teeth pulled. Oh, that was horrible. Well, they went back. I got my top ones done at one sitting, and then they waited 2 weeks and pulled all the bottom ones at another sitting. The top ones didn't bother me too much. They came right out pretty easy. They numbed me pretty easy. And Hank, what are you doing? Oh, really? You're going to step right in that spot. And they numbed me pretty easy and everything. But then the bottom ones, they couldn't get them numb. And they started pulling before they were numb. And those hurt for like another 3 weeks afterwards. Those were really bad. So I know what you're going through. Oh, you're not that old. I'm only 10 years younger than you, Kathy Gibbs. Good Lord. Well, no, I'm only 9 years younger than you. Hello, Odd But Nice. I'm sorry I didn't see you hop in. Oh, Beth, yeah, I kind of do need to be nervous. I'm actually it's an excited nervous. It's not a bad nervous, like scared nervous. It's an excited nervous. Yeah, Severa's mama, that was Hank. He just kind of walked right under the camera and stepped right in my spot here as he was walking under. Oh, you got lucky again. Yeah, they didn't knock me out. He had to. I swear he had to have shot that needle in my bottom gum probably 10 times, and it still wouldn't numb. And he's like, "Oh, I got to get started." And I'm, no, no, just no. Can we come back and try again another time? uh, Amber, no, I did not give him his 8 p.m. treats. That's why he's the way he is. See, all I told you, he has a better internal clock than I do. He knows exactly when his treats are due. Oh, awesome, Karen's Creations. What did you get a custom of? Maybe, Brenda. Maybe. Hello, Alley Crafts Pursuits. Oh, yeah, let me take a look, Karen. No, I'm not going to pause and give him his treats. He'll live without treats for 2 hours. He's got a whole bowl of food and water over there. He don't need, well, maybe I shouldn't be mean to him. He's used to treats every night. All right, let me take a look at Karen's Creations things here. Lots of. Oh, that's awesome. Kansas City Chiefs logo. I love that. I want to get a Ravens logo done. I found one on AliExpress that I really, really, really like. Just a Ravens logo on a purple background. I love that. Um, I was just, when I went to Tennessee or went to Alabama last weekend, I passed right through Kansas City. In fact, I went right past the Chiefs Stadium and the Royal Stadium on the way through. Yes, Odd But Nice. It went perfectly. I couldn't have asked for a better weekend trip. Ooh, I had all of mine pulled Saphira's mama. I had all of mine pulled in 2009, I want to say. And then it was about a year later until I got my dentures. And my first pair of dentures never fit right because they were those affordable dentures that they make in the same day, and they fit horribly. And I didn't know it because I'd never worn dentures before. And they only give you 30 days to get a free reline done. And since I didn't know what dentures were supposed to feel like, I never caught on that they were fitting wrong because I was still learning how to live with them. And so I never got the free reline done, but then I ended up getting a good set of dentures done back in 2013, the current set that I have, and they fit absolutely perfect, and it makes a world of difference to have good fitting dentures. Oh, well, that's awesome, Jamie Ramsey. I'm sorry, I'm just getting caught up with what you said about getting you something special from China. You can't wait for it. It's coming on the 15th. Awesome. Oh, you've met for supper. That's great. Yes, Amber, I know. I'm starving him to death. He's just skin and bones. Hello, Karina's Cool Creations. Welcome. You will feel better, Gina Wynn. You really will, especially if you were having trouble with your teeth to begin with. So many of these colors of this painting now I am completely done with, and I don't need for the rest of the painting. And you end up having to go all the way down the list to find the ones you don't need anymore. I should just take them out of the box. Oh, well, awesome, Samantha Lawford. Brenda, was it a long drive? And then Allie asked, didn't it take you like 2 days to get there? I left on Thursday afternoon. I left work early on Thursday afternoon at noon, at lunchtime. And I think I hit the road about 1:30. Stopped and got the car washed and did run a couple errands. I had to run around town before I could leave. And I made it to Alabama around 3 p.m. the next day. And then I spent Friday and Saturday night there, and I left Sunday morning around 11 o'clock after motel checkout, and I headed back home. I stopped about 2 hours in Memphis in the afternoon, and I made it back home on Monday around 3 something, right around 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday. Yes, got the fog effects. Whereas Jennifer Roberts would call it my special effects. So yeah, that was my weekend in a nutshell. And then I got some interesting news after I got home. And it was surprising, shocking, overwhelming, and super exciting. And that's what's coming up this coming weekend. So, and like I said, it is a surprise because I just want to make it a surprise for next weekend during my live. And I think you all are going to be really happy about it. So, yeah. I thought about de-kitting as I go, Beth Minton. I really have. I've thought about de-kitting. Oh, and if nobody watched my video this week that I made earlier, maybe I made it. Yeah, I made it when I got home. Beth made these awesome NASCAR cover minders. They are both Chase Elliott race win versions of his cars. The green one was Darlington of this year when he won Darlington. That's exactly the way the car appeared in Victory Lane after the celebration. The confetti is true to life in where it was on the car because they actually take a picture of the car and make the die cast from that. And then the same thing goes with the number 9 Napa car that he won in Dover with last year. And Dover is the track I went to both races at every year when I lived in Maryland. Kind of miss going there, and I'm really sad that I didn't get to go last year when Chase won because that is awesome. I've never been there when my favorite driver won the race, so that would have been a first for me. Don't know, Mrs. Coffee. Don't know about that yet. Oh, you want to get the dentures that lock, Karen's Creations. Yeah, I thought about that. They do have the ones that they put the little thing in they screw it into your gums and they just kind of pop in and don't come out. I kind of wish I'd done that, but at the same time, I just didn't want them screwing anything else into my gums. At that point, I was done with, having things put in or pulled out of my mouth. Oh, Brian, sorry to hear that. You get you some sleep, buddy. I think the time change has us all messed up. And you're trying out your first square ruler, and you have a double-sided round ruler as well. That's awesome, Saphira's mama. I saw Mrs. Coffee's video with the square ruler, and I don't know. I just don't know that would, for myself personally, it just seems like way too much work for such, I don't know. I just seems like you just end up having to move it around too much because you can only do the little crosses at a time, and then you have to move it over to do the other crosses you couldn't do before. It just, I don't know. Mrs. Coffee, it's okay. Um, Brenda, DP question regarding round drills. Does everyone do checkerboard like with squares? When I do rounds, I do checkerboard as well with them just because it's just a habit I'm in with doing large color blocking areas. So yes, I do checkerboard with rounds as well. You don't have to, but to me, it just seems to make the time go by quicker when you're working on them for whatever reason, because you're doing a design or you're having to think about it. Nina, enjoying last night of peace and quiet. Hubby will be back from Connecticut tomorrow. Well, isn't that a good and a bad thing? It's okay, Mrs. Coffee. It's we all love a good love story, and her and I have a great, amazing love story. So, one of these days we'll actually have to tell the whole story when we're actually able to, and it's just kind of been a beautiful journey so far, and I'm just blown away with how great this is because I've never been in love like this before. And I was married for 13 years, but I was young and dumb at 18 when I married her. So hello, Eli Slavins. Allie, I am doing wonderful today. And hello, Debbie W. And hello, Diamond Painting Dog Dad. Welcome back. It's good to see you popping in every weekend. You know what? I just dumped all of those out in there, and I don't have any. Oh, yeah, I've got 2 in this section. Yeah, I just dumped all of those out for 2 drills. This section has a lot of color blocking, as you can see. Oh, he's a power lineman, was called out on a storm. Ouch. Okay. I have permission. I have permission to spill the beans. Okay, everyone. Mrs. Coffee, you were spot on. Next Friday, I go to Fargo and I pick Amber up at the airport Friday night, and she is moving to North Dakota temporarily. Her and I are going to live together here. We're going to get on our feet and get everything situated for her because she's kind of starting over completely. And this is a great place to start over. The economy here is amazing. She should have no trouble finding a job with good wages, and everything's cheap here to live. So we are going to live together, and she's going to start over. And within a year, maybe a little longer, I'm thinking maybe a little longer, we will both move back down to Alabama together. So yes, that was the big news. And next weekend in my live, we will both be here together in my live. But we were going to spring it on you and surprise everybody with just, she's here. And, but it, just can't hold back the excitement any longer. Well, I would have to move my desk a little bit, but I don't see why we both couldn't diamond paint together on Sunday nights. Mrs. Coffee, it is a great love story. I am thrilled beyond words for all of this. She informed me. Now get this, y'all. This is the best part. This is the best part. While I was there this weekend, we spent about an hour, maybe an hour and a half at her dad's place, meeting her dad. And it was her dad and his girlfriend that bought the ticket for her to come here. She was scheduled to come here on December 6th and stay till the 10th for her birthday. And they had offered to help with the ticket money for her to fly up here for the weekend. And they weren't able to help out with it when they said they were, because it was just, they have their own financial thing. And that's cool. I was going to help her still get it and pay part of the ticket. And they informed her after I left from down there that they were going to go ahead and fly her up here a lot sooner to stay. So she has a one-way ticket for next Friday. Oh, yes, Mrs. Coffee, we already have that in mind. I've already told her she's got a couple of, cold weather outfits, but not suitable for like 30 below cold weather. But she's got some, sweatshirts and stuff like that to wear up here. And I told her that we will be going to the, we have 4 nice thrift stores in town that have, nearly new stuff in it. And we're going to get her winterized. Melissa Brown, you missed my story about the amazing weekend I had last weekend going to Alabama to visit with Ash Inc. 93, aka Amber. And we met for the weekend and hung out and chilled and went to the mall and went out to Waffle House. I haven't been to Waffle House in forever because we don't have Waffle Houses up here. And we went to Waffle House. Our first date was at Waffle House. Isn't that the coolest love story ever? And but yeah, it's and then you just missed the news, Melissa Brown, that Amber is moving up here next weekend from Alabama to North Dakota to be with me. So I am just, I'm thrilled. Elizabeth Adams, it is awesome. And it was so great that she is another YouTuber. And by the way, y'all, if none of y'all have gone and checked out her channel or you're not subscribed to her, run over there and check her out. She's got some good stuff. She doesn't have a lot of videos yet. She's been having some, issues in life in general to get things recorded and everything. So, but she'll be getting more stuff up when she's up here because she'll have a lot more resources at her disposal to get, camera equipment and everything else. So, but she has her own channel, so y'all go check her out. Yes, she loves Hank, Allie. She really does. Hello, crafting and chatting with Eli. Babe, I'm going to shout you out. This is my channel. I can shout out who I want to. Well, thank you, Crafting and Chatting with Eli. That's awesome. I love, Chase Elliott's my favorite driver. So sad to see he didn't, he had trouble again today and wrecked out of the race. Doesn't look like he's going to go be in the Final Four of the playoffs in 2 weeks. So, it's not his season. Maybe next year. But he's got a lot of promise. So he's going to win a few championships in his career. So I'm looking forward to that. Mrs. Coffee. Mrs. Coffee, we were going to get in touch with you later on down the road here, maybe one of these weekends where it's not like really nasty, and maybe see about getting together and meeting and saying hi in person at some point with the 3 of us, or maybe bring Mr. Coffee along. Oh, yeah, it would have to be the weekend, Mrs. Coffee, because I work 8 to 5, Monday to Friday. So it would definitely have to be a weekend. Well, see, I think we ought to do that. We ought to get Wolfpack invited too. Get Steph invited around too, and maybe just have a meetup with all of us YouTubers up this way, and just spend a day sitting and diamond painting together. You know what? I am going to checkerboard this section. Earlier today, I was just using my 4-placer and filling in. Allie, I have that much left to finish. That's about it. I got these 2 sections here done today, earlier this afternoon. So I kind of was rolling right along with it this afternoon, but kind of slowed down now because I never get much done during my lives because I'm not capable of running my mouth and diamond painting at the same time and trying to read chat comments. And yeah, so yes, Elizabeth Adams. I love Waffle House. And when I was a truck driver, I used to always stop by Waffle House, and I miss it. I've missed Waffle House. I love going there. The atmosphere is always wonderful. And of course, at 3:00 in the morning, it's the only place open when you're out driving at 3 a.m. and you need someplace to stop and eat. Well, besides Denny's, but Denny's, most of them have hard to get into parking lots. Waffle House are usually right near truck stops and you can walk to them. Well, hello there, Jennifer Roberts. Yeah, I think that would be awesome. The North Dakota Diamond Painting Guild. That's what we'll call us. Yes, I did. Yep, yeah, Amber and I were diamond painting together almost all day on video chat. So she got a diamond painting completed today, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And she started her Mother of Dragons, and I can't wait to see that one done in person. Yeah, Allie, if I stick with it, if I really stuck with it and I did it every night after work and sat here and diamond painted every night after work, I probably could have this done by the end of this coming week, but I doubt that's going to happen because I have a little straightening up to do around here before she gets here on Friday. So Eli, we almost went to Whataburger. They have one right up the street from the Waffle House. And I wanted to stop there, but we only had time for like one dinner because we went to Tuscaloosa to go to the mall and the Waffle House. And that was about a half-hour drive or so. And so we went to Waffle House, and we didn't want to drive another half hour later to go to Whataburger. So I'll catch Whataburger the next time I'm down there because I miss those. I lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for a while, and Whataburger is like a staple. Well, Beth, I'm going to tell you this. North Dakota, it has plenty of room for everyone because everyone lives in like 4 areas of the state, and that's it. Everything else is just open plains. So there's room for everyone in North Dakota. You just got to be able to trudge through the snow to get there. Yes, I know she can help me clean. I don't expect her to, though. It's, this is my mess. I made this mess long before long before, this was even thought of that she would be coming up here. So it's my mess. I don't expect her to clean up my mess. It's my single guy mess, Yep, and I live up in the opposite tippy top corner from Mrs. Coffee. She's on the west end of the state. I'm on the east end of the state, straight across from her. Mrs. Coffee, I was thinking the same thing. It could be quite the book. Could be quite the blog, too. If it wasn't for YouTube, if it was not for YouTube, her and I never would have met. YouTube brought us together. And that's why one day when the vows are said, it will be done live on YouTube. It will be live streamed. So that way everybody can be invited and you never even have to leave home and plan a trip. Oh, no, Mrs. Coffee, you're good. I know, right? Odd but nice. I mean, I'm trying to be the responsible man here and say, you know what? I made this mess being a single guy and not having to clean up after myself when I'm a single guy. And, wanting to move my woman in with me. I don't want her to move into a messy bachelor pad. I've told her that. She keeps telling me don't worry about it, but I do. Ow, and Hank is like digging into my arm over here. Beth Minton. There is one town in between. There's several towns in between. You got Devil's Lake, which is mostly a native. There's a native reservation just south of town in Devil's Lake, and they have a big casino there that takes all your money away. And then just west of Devil's Lake, there's a town called Rugby, and Rugby has the distinction of being the geographical center of North America. And they have a big stone pillar there on the side of the road that says Geographical Center of North America. And yeah, that's about it in between Grand Forks and where she lives. Lots of open fields, lots of plains, and once you get closer to her end, lots of oil rigs. Oh, and in between, there's a ton of nuclear missile silos. Yeah, forgot about those. Beth, up here in that area is the Sioux tribe. They're Sioux, and there's also some Chippewa up here that I know of, and I can't remember what the other one is, but yeah, it's mostly Sioux and Chippewa. Because the Sioux are very prevalent around here. Because up until a few years ago, the UND mascot was the Fighting Sioux. And the president of the new president of the college or the university came in and demanded that the name get changed because the Fighting Sioux was offensive to Native Americans. Now, my take on that one was, if you called them the Silly Sioux, I could see that being offensive. They were the Fighting Sioux. And it was the best. They're still the best college hockey team in existence. I mean, that's not being biased. This college has sent 100 players to the NHL. So they are the best college hockey team out there. They've won so many national championships. It's unreal. In fact, they won the year that I moved here. And the town people here have not adopted the new mascot, the Fighting Hawk. They refuse to call them the Fighting Hawks. The people still drive around here with the big Sioux logo on the back of their cars. And they still wear their Sioux jerseys to the games. And they just refuse to call it the Fighting Hawks. And matter of fact, the arena that they play in is an NHL-size arena here in town. And the guy that donated all the money, his children still manage the funds for that arena. And they have stated that if the Sioux logo ever comes off of the arena, that they will have a demolition team in there within the week to tear the arena to the ground. So, yeah, it's the Sioux around here. Well, good night, Allie. Yeah, I've got to wake up early too, but I stay up late anyway. Oh no, yeah, don't go on a reservation without ID. Hell, I hardly try to go into the casino. They see me coming, they say, "Oh look, we're gonna make some money tonight." Yes, odd but nice. They were showing respect to the Sioux. I mean, I can understand to a point the Redskins being offensive to Native Americans. You know, I can understand that. But the Fighting Sioux, I mean, that sounds like a respectable name. I didn't see anything offensive in it, to be honest with you. But I'm not a Native American either, so I wouldn't know if that was. Now I can't see my drill tray. Okay, there we go. It's pretty bad when you cloud out your drill tray. Oh, Hank, he is starving to death. He didn't get his 8 p.m. treats. Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. There you go. Yeah, my arm couldn't take any more claws in it. He's like sitting beside my chair and jumping up on his hind legs and just digging his claws into my arm. So, yeah. Yeah, Beth, I clouded up in here pretty good. I've actually set my I've set my smoke alarm off a couple of times with it when I first moved in. I had to learn how to slow down on my vaping. Luckily, our smoke alarms are not connected directly to the fire department. Well, see, that's what happened. Oh, he's done his treats already. Ah, but nice. Sorry. Yeah, I just grab him out of the closet, throw him in the floor, and he eats them. He he is so used to it, Debbie, because I give him treats every morning when I first wake up, and I get up around 6:30. I get out of bed around 7. So around 6:20, Hank is usually in bed, either clawing at my blanket that I'm covered up in, or he's licking my arm to wake me up to tell me it's time for treats. And then when I come home at noon for lunch, I give him treats again, and he knows it. He's waiting for him. And at 5 p.m. when I get home from work, I give him, just a little handful, 4 or 5 little treats, the little Temptations treats. And he gets them then, and then he gets them again at 8. And then at midnight or so, I give him, well, it's been like lately 11 o'clock at night. I give him what we call the good food. It's one of those little single serve containers of the Meow Mix, like crab. It's got like real crab and real tuna and real salmon. And ow, oh, he just got my arm again. I guess he's mad at me because I was an hour late on his treats. Yes, dear, I know. I'm sorry. It was an hour late, but he knows when it's time, and now this time change has him messed up. So an hour early, he's over here bugging me for this stuff already. His internal clock is second to none. Hank, buddy, stop. Yes, she has already adopted him. He is she loves him to death already. Oh, okay, here he is. Well, when he gets done eating treats, he wants to be in my lap, and my camera does not want to stand up. He has to lay down in my lap. So there's the Hank. He wants to be over my shoulder. Yes, he loves his daddy cuddles. This is his spot right up here on my shoulder like a burping baby. And he's just as happy to be here as anywhere else in the world. I would love to have a Sphinx. Yes, dear, it is your spot. He's just kind of holding it for now. And he's shedding very badly right now. He is odd but nice. I always say he's a toddler that never grows up. Yes, he is spoiled. He is a spoiled cat. He knows it. All right, buddy. Are you done cuddling now? Hmm? Yeah, okay. Okay. Now you're done. Now you won't claw my arm to death. He does love daddy so much. And Hank, I've got a live to do, buddy. I can't do my whole live just me holding you. No. I mean, I'm sure people would like that, but I can't. Oh, come here then. Oh. He's looking out my window. He was laying he was laying in the windowsill earlier today while I was talking to Amber, and there was like 5 birds out in the grass eating, and he was laying up there just chattering the whole time. Really? He wants to curl up like this. He is a little camera hog. He really is. He is falling asleep. Hello, Monica Casey. You kind of popped in at just the right time. Well, thank you for stopping in, crafting and chatting with Eli. It's great having you here. Yes, I know, Yvonne. I do. I take it in. Hank is my little buddy, and he knows it. He sleeps right beside me at night. And then he wakes up in the middle of the night and decides he wants to be a crackhead, and he starts attacking my covers while I'm in bed. He just kind of like, it's almost like he's digging in his litter box, but he's digging on the top comforter, and his claws dig into it, and all you hear is crack, 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 crack. And then every now and then an errant claw catches your foot or your leg, and it wakes you up. And yeah. Oh, you're very welcome. Yes, Beth, it is probably it's not night time for him. No. Well, yeah, he'll sleep now for like the next couple of hours, and then he'll wake up just in time for me to go to bed. And then he'll be a crackhead for about an hour, and then he'll climb in bed with me, and I'll wake up with him on flat on his back with his paws in the air next to me. As you can see, I am covered in fur now because he is shedding, and it's like all over my face. I can feel it stuck in my facial hair. And I don't have a free hand to get it out. I have tried that, Saphira's mama. I have tried running him to death with the laser pointer all over the house, and he will chase it endlessly all over the house, and then he'll stop like he's tired, and then he'll start again. And I have yet to find a way to tire this cat out before bedtime. Jamie, I have not really had a chance to test him with too many people yet. My when I went to Alabama and when I went to Tennessee earlier this year, my ex's son, he's 11. He I pay him to come by and feed him, and he loves to come over and play with him. So um, he does, and he gets along great with him. So I think he's great with people now. He was an adopted cat from the Humane Society, so I think he gets along great with other people. Yeah, he's only 3 years old, so yeah, he's still got a lot of kitten in him. He's just purring away over here, and he's making me sweat. He is so warm. He does. I know he does. I just wish he would show a little less love with the claws when I'm holding him. No, it doesn't make me sleepy. It is relaxing. I did buy him a harness and a leash, and took him outside once. He just kind of didn't like that. He just kind of walked around doing that little crouch walk that cats do when they're like scared. What's up, Saphira's mama? Here, Hank, have you back. I'm going to give you back to yourself. Thank you so much, Monica Casey. I try hard to make good content, and everybody, all the YouTubers out here really do. We all struggle to find new things for everybody to enjoy. I love you too, Amber. You have a Rottweiler and a pit bull who sleep and they don't want the cat in the bed. Oh, I bet that's an interesting arrangement. Mrs. Coffee, you have cats and dogs together. How do they get along? Or they just kind of steer clear of each other? I've got a Hank hair in my eye. Or it's stuck in my eyelash, one or the other. Well, hello, Linda Womack. Oh, well, that is awesome, Monica. Oh, Saphira's mama. Oh, her holy bones. Wow. Well, sending lots of thoughts and prayers that they figure out what's going on with you and your mom, because that sounds horrible. Well, thank you so much for stopping in, Jennifer Roberts. It's always great having you here. I had to make sure I got some special effects in for you. You have a great week, and I will see you next weekend. Ah, okay. All right. I thought I had heard you say something about a cat at some point. I didn't know if you still have one or not. But yeah, but see, huskies usually do love everything. So I had a husky that would actually bring gifts back, but not dead ones. They would actually bring back their prey alive and uninjured and want to play with it. So that's what my husky did. He'd bring back rabbits. Rabbits and groundhogs and whatever else it could find. Well, that's awesome, Linda Womack. Yeah, this is a beautiful painting. It is. I'm blown away with how good it looks. The only thing I'm having issues with on this painting, and I was really surprised, is the amount of trash drills that I have. I mean, I'm a little more than 3/4 of the way done, obviously, but that's a lot of trash. And those are only the ones that I've had to pick off because they had little, nibs on them and stuff. Ouch, Saphira's mama. Ooh, no, I'm sorry. Definitely thoughts and prayers going out to Saphira's mama with that. That sounds horrible. Ooh. I don't know what labor and delivery feels like. I will never, ever be able to experience that. I know that I've heard it is the worst pain imaginable. And I couldn't imagine that there could actually be a condition that causes pain worse than that. Oh, I love you too. Working, lurking, and snacking. What are you snacking on, babe? You better be sending me some snacks. I'm out of snacks. I need to go to the store. I don't have any snacks left. Well, I do. I have some stale potato chips up in the cabinet. They're probably about a year old. Oh, sour cream and onion chips. Those sound good. Wasn't going to diamond paint tonight, but I guess it's silly to come into a live and expect that I wouldn't get my peacock out. Okay. Yeah. I stop into a lot of lives. Now, granted, sometimes when I pop into lives, I'm out doing lifts. So um, I don't have much time to jump in and actually say anything. And I definitely don't have my diamond paintings with me. But there's been a few lives I've jumped into that I was just kind of here and I didn't have time to actually start working on mine or whatever. So no, I can expect to go into a live and not diamond paint. I've done it. Sometimes I go into lives planning to diamond paint and I don't get anything done because I'm too busy like chatting. Like when I do my own diamond painting, when I do my own live, I get nothing done. I've actually gotten more done tonight than I normally do. Speaking of, oh, it is bad. I am on multiple medications, but I stay positive. DP and this community have been fantastic in keeping me sane. Well, you're very welcome, Saphira's mama, for what little part I may have played in that. Oh no, can't work in the dark. I'm working on Kiss from Etsy. Oh, that's awesome. And if you all haven't checked it out yet, my other video, I've linked to it. Beth Minton has an Etsy shop now called Whimsical Daisies. And it's daisies with a Y, not an IES. She does cover minders, pens, and other like keychains and stuff like that. Definitely go check her out. She made me those two awesome Hot Wheels cover minders that I that I had, plus the 2 NASCAR cover minders that I just had to pick up when I saw them. Oh, and I didn't show you all the rest of the stuff I got while I was in Alabama. Not only did Amber buy me the awesome Bob Ross coloring book, which is just amazing, she also made me this little cover minder. I thought that was the coolest little cover minder. When she got the charms, when she showed them off, I told her I thought they would look like really good for cover minders, and they will be. It's little $100 bills. And she also made me this awesome loom band pen with a little beer mug tassel on the end. That isn't the cutest thing. How do I do it? Okay, that way. My camera is reversed from my view. Yes, you are working on Mother of Dragons by Heartful Diamonds, which is a beautiful painting. Some Peacock Feathers by Rainy Day Diamonds. Oh, you're welcome, Beth. I tried to start my own business years ago, and I know how tough it can be to get your name out there. And if we can't use this platform to help one another with things, then what are we actually doing? And if I can help you get the word out, I definitely will. And I'm sold on your products. I really am. You do great work. You have thousands of loom bands, Sophia's mama. Yeah, I never learned how to do loom band stuff. I'll leave that to the experts. I'll just diamond paint. Oh, that would be awesome, babe. I would love to. I mean, I would love to see it done. I've always wondered how it's done. I'm sure it's something that I could do if I tried, but there. Well, you did a good job with the one you made me. I mean, it works perfectly fine. It kind of matches with all my other stuff up there too. I'm gonna have to get a new. I'm gonna have to get another stand soon because these stands are getting full. I've got 2 of them now that are filling up really quickly. I think I've started an addiction of my own here, collecting diamond painting pens because there's the last one for that stack. Monica Casey. I listen to all kinds of music, really. I love Stevie Ray Vaughan. He's one of my favorite non-metal artists. I've seen so many metal bands in person; it's ridiculous. So, I hopefully my coworker will be getting me 2 Slayer tickets for Fargo in a week and a half. So hopefully, Amber and I will be going to see Slayer in a week and a half if he gets his tickets. He won them on the radio station, and he's a country music person, and they gave him Slayer tickets. And so he's waiting to get them in his hand before he decides to either sell them or give them to me. And but I like Slayer, I like Megadeth, I like Metallica, Guns N' Roses. 80s hair bands are my favorite. That's what I listen to when I'm driving Lyft. That's what I have playing in my car. And everybody loves 80s hair bands. You get the older folks around my age that get in the car and go, man, this is what I listened to in high school. And then you get the college kids that get in your car and they're like, this is what my parents listened to while I was in high school. It's the best of both worlds. Everybody loves it. So yeah, 80s hair bands. That's my main go-to. And then of course, anything metal. Metallica, Iron Maiden, Guns N' Roses, Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax. I kind of like Avenged Sevenfold. They're really awesome. And I love Kid Rock just for his pure talent. I love Kid Rock. And I've seen him in concert. So he's one of the best stage shows I've ever seen. Yes, Tesla. The Tesla and Firehouse was my first concert in 1992. Was my first rock concert. Firehouse opened for Tesla in San Diego at the San Diego Sports Arena. Queen, yes, I love Queen. And Hairball. If nobody has ever seen the band Hairball and you're into 80s hair music, you have to go see Hairball. That is one of the best shows you will ever see in person. They are amazing. If anybody caught it last year, I guess I want to say late last year, early this year, sometime, there was a video of a guy dressed up in a Kiss outfit as Paul Stanley, and his hair caught on fire when the pyro on the stage went off. And he sang right through it, didn't miss a beat, guitar lick, nothing. Stood up there and sang Detroit Rock City while his hair was in flames and they were trying to put it out. That's Hairball. They are an amazing group to watch. Babe, wait a minute. You like Starset? I saw them. They do a great stage show too. It's all lasers and futuristic, and the guys come out wearing like astronaut outfits with helmets, and they have like shadow people behind screens that are playing like the cello and the violin. And somehow or another, they mix that into what I wouldn't call metal, but it's rock. And it's kind of spacey sounding. And their whole stage show is nothing but lights and lasers and smoke. And it's pretty awesome. I didn't think they fit in with the Bad Wolves, Shinedown, and Five Finger Death Punch when they came here together, but they did a great show. Morbid Angel was your first concert ever. I'm not even sure I know who that is, Mrs. Coffee. I have to look them up. You may have just introduced me to a new band. Or a new old band. and I'm jealous of you, babe. You saw Kiss and Motley Crue, and I've never seen either one in concert, and I'm kind of jealous because I've always wanted to see Kiss with the makeup on. And they were at the North Dakota State Fair in Minot the year that I moved here. And it was only, it was later that year, I guess. But yeah, I didn't get to go. I was kind of bummed. Hello, Samantha Comer. Yes, really, Mrs. Coffee. I have no idea who Morbid Angel is unless I heard something they've done and I go, oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Because Amber asks me that all the time. She goes, do you know who this band is? And I'm like, the name rings a bell, but I wouldn't know unless I heard a song, and then I can tell you if I've heard that song or not. Because a lot of times I hear music I like, but I don't catch the name of the band or whatever, and then I'm like, well, then I hear it again, and somebody will say, oh, have you heard this song, heard this group before? No, I don't think I have. And then they send me the song, and I'm like, oh, I've heard that song. Yeah, I know who that is now. Well, at the end, Motley Crue wasn't much. Vince Neil's voice had gone to crap. Um, there's videos out there of him trying to sing Kickstart My Heart, and he honestly did not sound, he sounded like Mickey Mouse trying to sing it, and it just didn't sound good. So I'm kind of glad I didn't see Motley Crue in the later years. Yes, Rammstein. Yes, I want to see Rammstein in concert. Yes, 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 yes. Well, Monica, like I said, I can listen to pretty much anything. I'm not a fan of rap very much, like hip hop type rap. I just can't get into it. To me, one rapper sounds like another rapper, sounds like another rapper. And now today you got this mumble rap, and I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I just can't get into hip hop music. Now, back in the 80s, I can get into the 80s hip hop, like Run DMC, um, that hip hop. I can get up into that because I kind of grew up listening to that when I was a kid and teenager, but I just can't get into today's modern stuff because it all just kind of sounds alike. It's just like pop music to me. Pretty much all just sounds alike. It's just like canned music, and a lot of country music is going that way now too. And hi, Hank. Well, Mrs. Coffee, I'll tell you, most of the bands that she mentioned, I listened to, and a lot of them I've actually seen in concert. So, um, her and I pretty much have the same taste in music. She's trying to get me into Hollywood Undead, and I can listen to it. I don't mind it. I just am not fully sold on their sound yet. Um, I'll have to give it more of a better listen when I have time. Most of the time, the only chance I have to listen is like on my way to work in the morning, and I have a 10-minute drive, so I don't really get to hear a lot of music on my way to work. Um, what I've heard, I like, but I'm not fully like a big fan yet. But she likes them, and I can definitely listen to it. Ow, 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 ow. Hank, what's the matter now, buddy? Oh, it must be getting close to 10 o'clock. Pink was just in concert here in Fargo this past spring. And I almost had tickets to go see her, but that fell through at the last minute. It was kind of funny because one of my Metallica buddies was taking his wife to go see Pink, and we were kind of joking around with him. And then I kind of had the chance to go too, and I was like, okay, if he can go, I can go. I'll just hang out with him at the concert. We'll wear a Metallica vest to the Pink concert. Because they say you never wear the shirt and the gear for the band that you're going to see. Because, that's not etiquette. I guess that's metal etiquette. You never wear the t-shirt of the band you're going to see. You always wear a t-shirt from another band. I don't know why that is, but that's etiquette. And so we figured, we were talking about it, and I told him, I was like, hey, I got a chance to go see Pink in Fargo too. And he's like, dude, you want to show up and wear our Metallica vests? Yes, Elizabeth Adams, Hank has me trained very well. But see, right now, he's not trained very well because we set the clocks back an hour. So now, so now he thinks 10 o'clock is time for the 11 o'clock good food. And it's not quite time for it yet. Well, hello, Crafting with Christy. I am wonderful. And Hank is being very ornery tonight. Yes, Nina Cook. Yes, I love Disturbed and Godsmack. And I love the best cover of any song that I think I've ever heard is Disturbed Sound of Silence. That is, oh my God. His voice in that, oh. And there's a version of that song out there without the background music. It's just his voice. And that is phenomenal. Yeah, Monica, I think just the vocal version is on YouTube. It is just amazing to hear it without the background and just his voice. Oh, that's okay. Tell her I said it's okay, Crashly. I understand. It's like middle of the night for her over there. Wow. Sorry, y'all. My kids have a group chat going on here. So there's a lot of dinging going on my end. My oldest daughter just got out of rehab, and she's living in like a halfway house type environment until she gets back on her feet. And she created a group chat for me and all of her brothers and sisters. And so there's a lot of chatting going on in there. And of course, they're assuming that I seen it, but I'll get back to them when my live is done. Yeah, 3 a.m. She does need to take a trip to Snoozeville. I, one thing I'm going to say, Amber has been good for me. She has gotten me more into a regular, normal person sleep schedule, which in a way is a good and a bad thing. Because I'm so used to driving Lyft until, bar close at 2 a.m. And then still afterwards, the crowd kind of dies down about 3 a.m. and I get to go home about 3:30 most of the time. But she has gotten me more into a normal sleep schedule. It's kind of funny because with being 20 years age difference between us, um, I should be the old man going to bed early, but I'm the one that stays up till 2 a.m. every day. And she calls herself the little old lady because she's in bed like 10 o'clock every night. We'll be sitting here on live chat and she'll just be dozing off on live chat. So yeah, the other night on Friday night, I was out driving and it just hit me at like midnight. I started feeling tired. Like I was like, I've got to go home because I am not going to be able to hold my eyes open. And I'm sitting here thinking, what's happened to me? Why am I going to bed why am I tired so early? I don't normally get sleepy until like 2 a.m. And then I got to realize, well, since her and I have been talking, I've been like going to bed a lot earlier than normal. Thank you, Caitlin. We are extremely, extremely happy. And we're so excited about what the future holds for us. Well, at least I'm going to say I got one color done in my live tonight. I actually got two colors done in my live because I got those brown ones right there done tonight too. Yeah, Michelle, I do love Disturbed. For a while there, they were kind of like my favorite new metal band, along with Avenged Sevenfold. But I'm also a big fan of Ghost. I love Ghost. I mean, granted, their lyrics are heavily satanic, and they admit that their lyrics are very satanic, but really it's more of a parody for them. They said they do it to honor the actual true hit satanic bands from the 70s and 80s, and that's where their sound comes from. Uh, but yeah, that's the only thing is like I used to joke with my son when I first started listening to Ghost. I'm like, you know what? I didn't want to listen to this while I was driving because God forbid I die while I'm listening to this in a car wreck. But I love Ghost music, and their stage show is just phenomenal to watch. I've seen videos of it, and I would love to go see them in person once. But no, odd but nice. I like my sleep schedule at 2 a.m. I like going to bed at 2 a.m. and getting up at 6:30, 7 o'clock every morning for work. And I was trained to that for so long. But it does kind of suck when I stay out and I try to stay out and do lift. I'm so tired by like midnight, 12:30 that it's like I've got to go home and go to bed. And I can't keep doing that because I'm missing out on the big money from the bar rush at 2 a.m. But I'll be able to adapt. Maybe just do my 2 a.m.s on the weekends and earlier nights during the week. Well, hello, Crystal Pierce. Welcome. That looks like another new name. I have had so many new people popping in tonight. I'm kind of shocked. I like it. It's always great seeing new faces, new names. What? What? Michelle, mine used to be really, really bad. My sleep schedule, this is before I moved to North Dakota and I was living in Maryland, and I didn't have a regular job. I was doing, well, no, I was an EMT on weekends. I worked for a private ambulance company on Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. When I got off of work Monday morning at 7 a.m., I was off until Friday night. And so on the weekends, I was working night shift and I was on a night shift schedule. But then during the week, I would go back to a day shift schedule. Yeah, that was a really messed up sleep schedule. And then at times I would end up staying up for like 2 days at a time during that 4 days I had off, just working on design work, graphic design and stuff like that. So yeah, I messed myself all up. Well, hello, welcome back, Eli. Yes, Beth, you are right. It is us old folks that roll like that. Sleep is for dead people because we're going to be dead soon. And we want to live as much as we can before we are. Yes, odd but nice. My body does rebel from time to time, and it sucks because I'll just be sitting here on like Saturday morning. I'll wake up, and then like Saturday afternoon, I'll just be sitting here and I'll just like pass out for no reason whatsoever. Or it happens at work. I stand in one spot all day long at work at my job. That's what I do. I stand in one spot, and I have a cart of like magnesium parts with screw holes on, and some of the screw holes aren't coated on the inside with our coating that we do. And I've got to put an electric lead with some felt and an alligator clip into some liquid and then put it inside that hole and turn the power on. And I'll be standing there at work just nodding off while I'm working during the day. Oh, you found me from the Halloween DP-a-thon. Awesome, Samantha. That's great. I'm glad it got out there. Crystal. Oh, you weren't here earlier when we discussed this. Ash Inc. 93 here in the chat is Amber. She is my girlfriend. I went down to Alabama last weekend. I visited with her. We had an amazingly wonderful weekend. We did some things, hung out, chilled out at the mall, bought a t-shirt, went to Waffle House for our first quote unquote date. And we just had a great day that day together and spent a couple of nights together and visited. And I got to meet her dad and her dad's girlfriend. And the big news is she's moving up here next weekend to North Dakota. So yeah, it's been great. It was a great visit. Yes, he is odd but nice. He is trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah, Beth, I mean, for at least the last year, I've been going to bed at, you know, 2:30 in the morning, and my alarm is going off at 6:30 every morning for work. Of course, I snooze it till 7, and sometimes that last snooze, I don't hear the alarm again because I go back to sleep, and I end up sleeping until 7:30, which is what time I should be leaving for work. And I end up trying to rush around the house in 10 minutes and get ready so I can go to work, be there by 8. But yeah, that's been my normal sleep schedule for quite some time. Oh, thank you, Monica. Okay, a lot of people found me through the DP-a-thon. Awesome. Yes, you missed a lot, Christy. Well, Crafting Christy, you knew that Ash Inc. and I were together. You knew we were a couple. I'm sure you heard that news, what, about a month ago or so. And last week I didn't go live because I was in Alabama visiting her. And when I got home from Alabama, her plan was that she was coming up here on December 6th and staying to the 10th to visit me for her birthday. And her dad kind of surprised both of us by saying he was going to buy her plane ticket to move up here this coming weekend. So on Friday night, her flight arrives in Fargo, and I pick her up, and she will be living here with me. Well, hello, Jeremy. Long time no see, bud. Yeah, Jeremy, I need to watch that video because I want to learn how to make that sandwich. It looks so good. Well, Elizabeth Adams, that's kind of my goal. I want to retire early and then just travel the country. That's what I would love to do. I would like to travel the country while I'm young enough to actually be able to enjoy it and do the hiking and that kind of stuff while I'm out and can actually go see the sights instead of just driving up, going to the visitor center and leaving. I want to explore. So I still want to, I would love to retire early and just travel the country and see everything. Ouch, Jeremy, that sucks. Ooh, I imagine you are dead. I'd be dead. You better not go to bed yet, Amber, because as soon as I get done with this live, I will be talking to you, which is actually in just a matter of a few minutes. Oh, and babe, the gold washi tape looks great. I like it. It matches the painting. Well, hello, Mickey. You made it just in time for the end of my life. The gold looks great on that painting because, well, I mean, it is a picture of Daenerys and her dragons. I mean, what would go better than gold around the edges of that one? Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that, Elizabeth. I mean, that's, ugh, couldn't imagine. Luckily, I haven't been struck with the arthritis thing yet. I hope that never happens, but I haven't been kind to my joints and muscles and things over the years, so I'm sure that's going to set in at some point. Yes, I did, Christy. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Um, I showed it earlier, but you weren't here yet. Um, Let me find it. We did take. We did do the photo booth at the mall. And yes, you see, she's messaging me. She's sending me stickers. And we did take a selfie together. And we bought our shirt. This is our shirt. And then, Christy, you missed out that on Sunday when we woke up Sunday morning to a text from my son, my oldest son, in Memphis, which I had to pass through Memphis on my way through, and I was planning on stopping off and visiting them on my way back through anyway. And he texted me and said, "Dad, we're in the delivery room. Bentley is going to be born today." My third granddaughter. And so when I arrived in Memphis, I got to hold my brand new baby granddaughter just a few hours after she was born. And she's so adorable. If I can get the camera to focus, there it is. So it was just an all around perfect weekend. Aren't we though, Christy? We are adorable together. It does suck, Elizabeth. I promise you. I know. And Mickey, you missed out the other news because you just heard about the trip to Alabama. This weekend, Amber is moving to North Dakota this coming weekend. Yeah, actually, odd but nice, it's Bentley with the Leigh. But yeah, it's pronounced like the car. Yeah, Mickey, that is a big move. It shocked both of us because the plans were that she was going to come up here from the 6th to the 10th of December for her birthday and visit for the weekend. And her dad and his girlfriend informed us after I got back home that they were buying her plane ticket to move up here. So yeah, it really kind of caught us off guard too. We were just overwhelmed. We didn't know what to say, think, or anything. Yes, odd but nice. Yes, Bentley, just spelled just like that. That's my daughter-in-law came up with that. She kept B's in the name. Her dad's name is Brian, and her name is Brianna, and their their oldest daughter, my first granddaughter, is Briley, and now we have Bentley. So yeah, that was been our week in a nutshell. I mean, it's been pretty hectic actually with her trying to get everything ready. She had to ship all of her diamond painting stuff up here to me, so it'll arrive tomorrow, and two big boxes of stuff. So yeah, that'll be here tomorrow, and she's been busy trying to get things, you know, loose ends tied up on that end. So it's been a busy past few days for both of us. Yep, it is just a number, babe. Well, don't worry, they'll be safe here. You know that. Well, y'all, I did finish a color. I finished one. I finished one color tonight in my live. I'm proud of myself. I have been a diamond painting maniac today. And for those of you who have not weren't here earlier to see it, I just about have Starry Night Santa complete. I'm getting so close. I finished these two sections here today, and I'm working on this section tonight. As I started this in my life, and the whole thing looks about like that. It is absolutely stunning. I love it. Can't wait to get it done, get it framed. I just I just messaged the seller about uh, the canvas stretcher frames, custom size for this one today. So I'm waiting to hear back from them. And of course, in China, it'll be, you know, they answer back at like 3 o'clock in the morning, my time. So I'll wake up to a reply message from the seller on that one. Yes, that is right. And you know what, babe? We forgot to get something of yours for him to smell before you come up. And I meant to do that, and I forgot. We totally forgot it. Um, Christy, yeah, we're gonna. She has some warm clothes, like some sweats and sweatshirts and stuff like that. But she has a heavy jacket. But I told her when she gets up here, we're gonna go around to. We have some really nice thrift stores here that people people donate really really nice new stuff to. So we're gonna go around to some of those and get her geared up for winter here because it is brutal. The problem is all of the shirts that I hugged her in had my cologne on them. So all he would smell is my cologne, and he hates my cologne. It's probably because one time I actually was joking around and I gave him a little squirt of my cologne on his back, and he hated that. And from now on, anytime I pull my cologne bottle out, he runs to another room. No, I did not wash the Bob Ross shirt yet. Nah, I could, yeah, because you did wear it that one. You wore it the day we bought it. Yep. Yes, Mickey, that is Hank. He's Hank is kind of upset because it's the time change happened, and he normally gets the quote unquote good food, which is his wet food that he loves so much. He normally gets it at 11 p.m. And according to him, it is 11 p.m. now, which, his biological clock is an hour off now. So he has been bugging me now for the last 20 minutes because it's time for his good food when it really isn't for another hour. All right, babe. Awesome. 100 subs. That's great. Oh, no, Angie. I'm sorry to hear that. Ow. Yes, I know you have claws and you know how to use them. Thank you for showing me again. Okay, as soon as I get done here, I'll give you the food. But I really should wait till 11 because then you'll get used to that time. Yeah. Angie, I couldn't imagine that pain. That's got to hurt horribly. Oh my God. I broke my hand when I was in the Navy, and I'll never forget that. But I couldn't imagine breaking, a bone in a leg or an ankle. Oh, because my hand isn't a load bearing weight. I mean, you're not bearing your body weight onto your hand. You're, oh, thank you, Eli. That is a great idea. I will do that as soon as I get done with my live. Then I'll feed him. In fact, it is time to be done with my live. I'm 14 minutes over, but I've been having so much fun tonight. It's been such a great conversation that I just kind of lost track of time. But nice. That is a great idea. He gave a half hour early for the first little while, and then I go back to normal time, and he should be okay. But yes, thank you all for showing up tonight and having a good time with me, and for all of the wonderful well wishes. That means a lot. It really does mean a lot for both of us that that we have all this support, because it's been a it's been a whirlwind type of romance so far, and we're blown away because I don't think either one of us have ever really had anything like this. So it's just amazing to see all this community support and knowing that so many people are behind us it's just really going to help us and motivate us to succeed. And I'm excited where this is headed for both of us. And we get to share it with everyone, which is the coolest part. We get to share this with all of us, everybody that we consider friends on here. But thank you all again for showing up tonight and having fun with us. And we'll do it again next week, and it will be a special live guest. Well, she won't even be a guest. She'll just be a normal person in my life from now on. So, yeah, it's going to be a great time. So make sure everybody's here next Sunday night. Same time, same channel. And thank you all for everything that you've done to support us and support me. And I look forward to a great future on YouTube, especially, and with Amber most of all. And I think it is time for me to say, rock on, y'all.